but sweet kisses I've got to spare. I'll be there.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most quietly powerful and unforgettable show tunes that have stayed with us long after the curtain fell. Some of these songs include major plot reveals, so this is your spoiler warning. Number 30, Being Alive. Company. Sondheim is a master at tapping into the deep emotional core that makes his characters feel so real.
Someone to make you come through, who'll always be there, as frightened as you of being alive.
Take Bobby, who spent a lifetime dodging true love and real connection because being that open, that vulnerable is terrifying. But as Being Alive unfolds, that wall starts to crumble.
Somebody need me too much. Somebody know me too well. Somebody pull me up short and put me through hell and give me support.
Bobby admits that as daunting as intimacy is, it's exactly what he, or she, wants. The melody soars, the grip on your heart tightens, and at its center is something achingly human.
Mock me with praise. Let me be used vary my days.
Whether you're a hopeless romantic or more like Bobby, the longing to be loved and the fear of letting someone in is universal. Just try listening to this song without feeling it in your soul. Number 29, With You, Ghost. Based on the 1990 movie of the same name, this is the moment where Molly truly shares her grief with the audience, but of course she's singing to Sam, which makes this all that much more heartbreaking.
I picked up your shirts this morning. I don't know why. I don't know why.
The melody starts softly, wrapping audiences in a sadness and disbelief that anyone who's faced loss will recognize. The music swells gradually, pulling us deeper into Molly's mind, heart, and soul until we feel everything she does.
I'm not ready to just give in. I know that I can live in this pain, these feelings of regret.
The lyrics tell her story, but it's the way the performer delivers them and how the melody grows that makes her pain hit even harder. It's tender, it's gut-wrenching, and it stays with you long after the final note fades.
Took my world with you.
Number 28. Far From the Home I Love, Fiddler on the Roof. Among many things, Fiddler on the Roof is about a father struggling to reconcile his people's traditions with the fast-changing modern world his daughters are embracing.
How can I hope to make you understand why I do what I do?
In this song, his second oldest Hodel tells him she must leave Anatevka, the only home she's ever known, to join her exiled fiancé in Siberia. The song is filled with fear, sadness, and fragile hope as Hodel pours her heart out to her father.
Oh, what a melancholy choice this is. Wanting home, wanting him.
It's about so much more than just leaving her village. It's about stepping into uncertainty and the struggle of letting go of the familiar, even when it's the right thing to do. The song ends with them facing a goodbye that could last forever.
Who could imagine I'd be wandering so far from the home I love?
Number 27, Tell Me on a Sunday. Tell Me on a Sunday. You might not expect Andrew Lloyd Webber and Don Black to team up on a one-woman show, but here it is.
Let me down easy, no big song and dance, no long faces, no long looks.
It follows a British woman chasing love and success in the US, though, as always, life has other plans. The performer sings of an imminent breakup, and while it feels inevitable, she imagines all the little ways her partner might soften the blow.
Find a circle necklace ring with the flying trapeze.
In a world where breakups often feel brutal and dehumanizing, it's hard not to get swept up in images of nice days at the zoo or the circus. Each lyric reveals a heavy heart and something piercingly intimate. She's clinging to the last pieces of something that's slipping away.
Tell me on a Sunday.
Number 26. For Good. Wicked. The song that makes us all want to hug our besties a little tighter.
And now whatever way our stories end, oh, you have rewritten mine by being my friend.
At the end of Act 1, Elphaba and Glinda part ways, and their subsequent choices push them even further apart. But with a mob now closing in, they finally open up about how much they've shaped each other's lives. Their voices move between tension and harmony, sometimes tangled, sometimes soaring, but always mirroring their complicated feelings.
Ashes and surrender, like a stream that leads like a stream on my halfway through the woods.
As the song builds, their voices come together in one clear, powerful note. This shift from complex emotion to a single, pure sound brings their friendship full circle, making the song's farewell incredibly moving and ensuring it will stay with you for good.
I have been changed for good.
Number 25, Gethsemane, I Only Want to Say, Jesus Christ Superstar. This marks the first time Jesus' faith falters.
Take this cup away from me, for I don't want to taste its poison.
Not in some cosmic theological way, but in a way that makes his story relatable to everyone, no matter their background. Here's a man who, like all of us, wrestles with doubt, weakness, and unbearable loneliness.
Would I be more noticed than I ever was before? Would the things I've said and done matter anymore?
The musical centers on that very human fragility, inviting us to empathize with him deeply. It turns a religious tale into a universal story about a man under crushing pressure, facing an uncertain future, and the heavy burden of leadership. It demands everything from the performer, both vocally and emotionally. By the end, Jesus' quiet defeat hangs in the air. It's haunting, it's chilling, and it's unforgettable. Number 24, Not While I'm Around, Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. On the surface, this song is a simple, beautiful ballad of love and protection. Tobias sings with gentle devotion, promising to keep Mrs. Lovett safe, totally unaware she's part of the very danger from which he wants to protect her.
No one's gonna hurt you, no one's gonna dare. Others can desert you, not to worry, whistle, I'll be there.
Even so, there is such beauty in his wide-eyed innocence. When Mrs. Lovett joins in, the tone shifts subtly. While Tobias may hear warmth and care, the music whispers something darker lurking in the shadows.
Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. Nothing's gonna harm you, darling.
The promise of protection, wrapped in soft, sweet melody, turns chilling once we realize Mrs. Lovett's true intentions. That clash between innocent sound and twisted truth creates a gripping tension, making the song both magnetic and deeply unsettling.
Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around.
Number 23, Memory, Cats. Grisabella the glamour cat has mostly been on the sidelines, pushed away by the others, but in Memory, she finally steps into the spotlight.
Memory, turn your face to the moonlight.
The song starts quietly, with a slow, soft melody that reflects her pain and longing. Then, a younger cat's clear, higher voice breaks through with its own verse, bringing a delicate thread of hope through the sorrow.
Like a flower as the dawn is breaking, the memory is fading.
However, what sticks with us is how Grisabella pours everything she's held inside for so long. The loss, the regret, and the desperate need for a second chance. It all crashes out in a powerful crescendo that grabs your heart. No wonder this song has clawed its way into everyone's soul.
A new day has begun.
Number 22, I'd Give My Life for You, Miss Saigon. Rooted in Puccini's tragic opera Madama Butterfly, Miss Saigon is full of hauntingly beautiful songs. But I'd Give My Life for You stands apart.
You didn't ask me to be born, you. Why should you learn of war or pain?
Kim is so young, yet already worn down by hardship, and her son Tam is her only light. She pledges to do whatever it takes to give him the life she never had. The melody reflects a mother's love, deep, strong, tender, and growing fiercer by the moment.
You will be who you want to be. You can choose whatever heaven grants.
What makes the song truly haunting is the dramatic irony. The audience knows, or at least fears, that Kim will follow through on her vow. It's this mix of pure love and looming tragedy that gives the song its unforgettable, gut-punching power.
No one can stop what I must do. I swear I'd give my life for you.
Number 21. Those You've Known, Spring Awakening. In a soundtrack full of teenage angst, a few songs stand out as heartbreakingly beautiful yet deeply unsettling. Those You've Known tops that list.
Those you've known and lost still walk behind you.
Melchior is haunted by the spirits of friends who got caught between generations that didn't understand each other and paid the ultimate price for it. Moritz and Wendla urge him to keep living and tell their stories. The trio's voices intertwine in delicate counterpoint, threading the past and present into one stirring moment.
Night's falling, somehow on I go. You watch me, just watch me.
The bittersweet harmonies, haunting arrangements, and unforgettable vocal performances combine to create a number that leaves us with chills for days. Melchior ends alone, his voice carrying hope and the promise to keep their memories alive.
I'm calling, and one day all will know.
Number 20. Why? Tick Tick Boom.
Night was night, Michael and I entered a talent show down at the Y.
Jonathan Larson's semi-autobiographical musical premiered off-Broadway several years after his premature death. He left his mark with Rent, but Tick Tick Boom is a personal piece about his attempts to make a name for himself in the art form he loved. His character John Solo near the end of the show charts his obsession with trying to get better.
Over and over and over till we got it right.
Given all he's had to sacrifice, he wonders if he's cut out for this career after all. Over and over till we get it right, he repeats throughout the song. Why's repetitive structure keeps winding up and righting itself as it starts to go off track, mirroring the composer's approach to his art, career, and ultimately, his life.
I'm gonna spend my time this way.
Number 19. The Light in the Piazza, The Light in the Piazza.
I don't see a miracle shining from the sky. I'm no good
statues and stories, I try.
A lot of the classic musical love songs are naive and pretty. The title song from The Light in the Piazza is so full of happiness it feels dangerous, and therein lies its power. Clara, the character who sings it, has fallen in love with Fabrizio, a young Italian man, much to the dismay of her overprotective mother. The way she describes her feelings sounds like a person who's sure she's flying too close to the sun and doesn't care.
It's rushing up, it's pouring out, it's flying through the air.
Composer and lyricist Adam Guettel's music is elegant but frantic. Certain sections sound like individual instruments spinning out, following their own emotional tangents before coming back together, and it's breathtaking.
Piazza.
Number 18, Sunday. Sunday in the Park with George.
Sunday by the blue, purple, yellow, red water.
This Sondheim musical is inspired by the life of Georges Seurat and the creation of his painting A Sunday Afternoon on the Island of La Grande Jatte. Sunday is a song that first appears at the end of Act 1, as George brings harmony to the disparate parts of his painting. The ringing of the ensemble's voices sounds like waves of endless music, and it's a gorgeous piece that takes us into intermission feeling moved. The Reprise, for its part, comes at the very end of the show, and is just as hauntingly beautiful, sending audiences back into the real world in inspiring fashion. Both versions of the song speak to the power of art, and are sure to echo for many generations to appreciate.
White, a blank page or canvas, his favorite. So many possibilities.
Number 17, Mama Look Sharp, 1776.
Mama, hey mama, come looking for me. I'm here in the meadow.
It may not be Hamilton, but this often overlooked musical about the Second Continental Congress features some haunting and foreboding moments. Throughout the show, an army courier briefly appears to bring updates from the battlefield. In the second act, he describes how his two best friends died on the same day at Lexington. Mama Look Sharp is his one and only number.
I'll close your eyes, my Billy, them eyes that cannot see.
The lyrics describe a young soldier calling out for his mother as he lays dying in the grass. We've spent lots of the musical listening to the congressmen battle and complain about the heat in Philadelphia, but it's the first time the reality of the war comes crashing in on us.
Hey, hey, oh mama, look sharp.
Number 16, Right This Way, Bandstand.
There is a train. It leaves the station at 5:15.
Reviving the old-fashioned big band sound of the 1940s, this post-World War II musical finds a band made up of veterans trying to make it big. The band leader and pianist, Donnie Nowitzki, enters them into a national competition. However, once they win the state competition, they realize they'll have to pay their way to the national finals.
I think that we are entitled to travel first class.
Short on cash, Donnie tries to unite his bandmates through Right This Way. The song's optimism and brass and drums are nothing short of powerful. He's not a man who feels entitled to anything, but he knows they deserve to be recognized for their talent, if not everything they gave up. it's not the only breathtaking number either, as we later feel the soldiers' repressed pain left over from the war. Number 15, Bring Him Home, Les Miserables.
God on high.
Given the title, it's not surprising how many characters in this epic musical are suffering. Its most famous and spine-tingling songs deal with lost hopes, unrequited love, survivor's guilt, and revolution.
When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a light about to start a tomorrow comes.
Bring Him Home is like a prayer in musical form. Self-sacrificing Jean Valjean has camped out with a group of young revolutionaries to protect Marius, the man his adoptive daughter loves. As night falls and their chances of survival dim, Valjean asks a higher power to protect Marius. Its religious overtones and allusions to home make it a number that has implications that stretch far beyond the musical's plot. Number 14, Lead Us Out of the Night, Come From Away.
They haven't seen any of it yet.
Lead us out of the darkness.
We were all staring at those images.
And we just stand helpless watching them.
Lead us somewhere to safety.
The population of Gander, Newfoundland is suddenly doubled when 38 airplanes are forced to land there when the American airspace is suddenly closed without explanation. Chaos ensues until everyone learns of the 9/11 attacks. This brief but heartbreaking song captures the moment the American passengers catch up with the rest of the world.
Charles Burlingame was the captain of Flight 77 that crashed into the Pentagon. I just saw him at a pub in London.
Throughout, they can only watch while they worry for their loved ones and pray for the missing, the dead, and the grieving. What the musical does so well is capture the confusion of that time, which can be forgotten some 2 decades on now that the details have become known.
Lead us out of the night.
We watched those images for hours.
Number 13, Joanna, Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
Joanna, I'll steal you.
Anthony is a sailor who, despite having seen the world, feels most at home in London. When he sees Joanna, the lovely ward of the sadistic Judge Turpin, he decides he loves her. Seeing her as something of a caged bird, he vows to steal her away.
Do they think that walls can hide you? Even now I'm at your window. I am in the dark beside you.
His promises that he'll always be beside her, in the dark, buried in her hair, do give stalker vibes if you look at it through that lens.
Very sweetly in your yellow hair.
But even assuming the purest intentions, Joanna is the judge's prisoner, and Anthony's love song for her is also a promise of rescue.
Goodbye, Joanna. You're gone and yet you're mine.
Number 12, No One Is Alone, Into the Woods.
Mother cannot guide you. Now you're on your own.
As the characters near the end of their journey, the baker and Cinderella comfort their young companions and reckon with what they've learned about loss, consequences, and forgiveness. It's a sweet song for a hard truth.
Mother isn't here now.
Wrong things, right things.
Who knows what she'd say?
Who can say what's
Nothing's
true?
quite so clear now.
Do things, fight things.
They sing about remaining good in spite of the world, even as they struggle to make sense of their own sadness. There's almost a sense they're making the words up as they go along, chasing the truth as it comes to them.
Just remember, someone is on your side, someone else is not.
Weaving in motifs from other melodies in the show, this climactic song is the culmination of the musical's lessons. It is a fairy tale after all.
They are not alone. No one is alone.
Number 11, She Used to Be Mine, Waitress.
It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me.
Jenna is a waitress at a small diner whose love of pie making is all she has to keep her going. When she becomes pregnant with her abusive husband's baby, she saves up enough money to leave him, only for him to steal it and leave her with nothing.
She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time.
The song that composer-lyricist Sarah Bareilles wrote for the moment is a powerhouse ballad that suits the character so perfectly. She mourns the person she used to be, imperfect as she was, and indirectly vows to become that person again.
She used to be
As hopeful as the story turns out to be, the song is such a journey, it's hard to not feel emotionally spent by the end of it.
She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Number 10, Send in the Clowns, A Little Night Music.
Isn't it rich? Are we a pair?
There's nothing quite like reflecting on an ex. Sung by Desiree, Send in the Clowns takes place during Act 2, when she reflects back on an affair she had with Frederick.
Send in the clowns, just when I'd stopped opening doors.
Despite the fact that Frederick was deeply in love with her, Desiree rejected him, and she now realizes that she loves him, but this time around, he rejects her. The clowns Desiree refers to are not actual clowns, but fools like herself.
My fault, I fear. I thought that you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear.
The song itself is written in a complex meter, which is one of the reasons it's so haunting. It sounds like a waltz. Desiree is also furious. She can't outwardly express her anger, so she does what characters do in any musical. She sings about it.
There ought to be clowns. Well, maybe next year.
Number 9, Telephone Wire, Fun Home.
Telephone wire, run and run. Telephone wire, sundown on the creek.
Based on Alison Bechdel's graphic novel Fun Home, this musical centers around Bechdel's own coming out story and the complicated relationship she shared with her own closeted father, Bruce.
At the light, at the light, at the light, at the light. Doesn't matter what you say, just make the fear in his eyes go away.
Sung towards the end of the musical, this is the last conversation Alison has with her dad. She desperately tries to connect with her father while also revealing who she truly is.
Lots of boys messed around, you know. For them, it was a game they outgrew. But I always knew.
Dad, me too, since like 5, I guess.
The song's heartache lies in her father's denial and how they never actually made a connection with each other. The song is even more heartbreaking considering the ending of the musical, where it's hinted that Bruce takes his own life.
Telephone wire. That was our last night.
Number 8. Time Heals Everything, Mack and Mabel.
Time heals everything. Tuesday, Thursday.
Only a true stormy partnership could serve as the inspiration for this haunting melody.
It really seems to haunt people, and I really understand it. It's from a score by Jerry Herman called Mack and Mabel.
Time Heals Everything is part of the musical Mack and Mabel, which centers around silent movie director Mack Sennett, who transforms Mabel, a local waitress, into a star. Mabel develops feelings for Mack, but sadly, Mack puts his work before romance.
I'll forget you by next year, some year, though it's hell that I'm going through.
Time Heals Everything is Mabel's sorrow over how Mack treated her, but also her way of saying, I'll get over him. When it comes to heartbreak, we're often told to give it time, and that's exactly what Mabel is telling herself. The song is particularly haunting when you think about what ultimately happens to the character. She deals with substance use disorder, and by the time Mack tries to make it up to her, she's passed away.
Time heals everything, but loving you.
Number 7. Somewhere, West Side Story.
There's a place for us, somewhere a place for us.
With lyrics by the late, great Stephen Sondheim, West Side Story can be thought of as a modern retelling of the tragedy Romeo and Juliet, except that this version involves street gangs in New York City.
We'll find a new way of living.
We'll find a way of forgiving somewhere.
Somewhere appears during different points of the musical, most notably when Maria sings the first few lines of the song after her true love Tony is shot.
Hold my hand and I'll take you there. Somehow, someday,
The melody actually borrows from Beethoven's Emperor Piano Concerto and Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake, which is why it's so haunting. Tony and Maria's longing to one day be together, somehow, someday, somewhere, is sure to make you cry, especially since their dream never does come true. Number 6. Till We Reach That Day, Ragtime. Ragtime, which has still not been turned into a movie musical and needs to be, follows a series of characters as they navigate life at the turn of the 20th century in New York. Sung at the end of Act 1, Till We Reach That Day takes place at the funeral of Sarah, a young black woman who was beaten to death by the Secret Service. Her friends and family gather to mourn their sweet Sarah, as well as express their anger at a system where black lives do not matter.
What is wrong with this country? She was somebody's child. There are Negroes out there. There are people out there.
The powerful lyrics are still disturbingly relevant today and serve as a reminder that black lives do indeed matter. Number 5. Losing My Mind, Follies.
The the sun comes up, I think about you. The coffee cup, I think about you.
Imagine being so obsessed with your ex-lover that you slowly lose your mind over them. That's the focus of the song Losing My Mind from the musical Follies, which focuses on the reunion of performers known as the Weissman's Follies.
Sometimes I stand in the middle of the floor, not going left, not going right.
Back in the day, Sally was in love with Ben, but he ended their relationship to marry her friend Phyllis. Sally married Buddy, but remained in love with Ben, even though he doesn't love her, at least not in the same way.
Does no one know? It's like I'm losing my mind.
Dressed as a torch singer, Sally sings Losing My Mind about her longing and the fantasy world she has entered where Ben loves her. The song's power lies in Sally's obsession and her wondering whether or not Ben ever did actually love her.
Or am I losing my mind?
Number 4. I'll Cover You Reprise, Rent.
Live in my house. I'll be your shelter.
Based on the opera La Bohème, but set amongst the AIDS crisis in New York during the late 80s and early 90s, Rent has a soaring and inspirational first act that quickly dissolves into tragedy in the second.
But sweet kisses I've got to spare. I will be there and I will cover.
Tom Collins, a local gay professor, falls in love with the vivacious Angel. The pair's relationship was one of the most heartwarming stories in the musical, and their upbeat duet, I'll Cover You, is an expression of their pure love. Sadly, their relationship becomes heartbreaking when Angel dies of AIDS. Collins reprises I'll Cover You as he remembers the love he and Angel shared. The slowed-down version is a reflection of how one person can truly make our lives magical. Number 3. It's Quiet Uptown, Hamilton.
There are moments that the words don't reach.
Even before Hamilton, Lin-Manuel Miranda was emotionally destroying us within the Heights.
Alabanza, alabanza, Doña Claudia, Señor, alabanza, alabanza.
But Hamilton mixed numerous musical genres to create a spectacular retelling of one of America's founding fathers. Amidst the rap battles is one song that provides a straightforward reflection on mourning through more simple instrumentation. It's Quiet Uptown.
If you see him in the street, walking by himself, talking to himself, have pity.
Philip, you would like it uptown. It's quiet uptown.
Sung towards the end of the musical, It's Quiet Uptown focuses on the unimaginable, a parent's grief over their child's death. Alexander Hamilton, who at this point in the musical has done his wife dirty on numerous occasions, begs for forgiveness as the two try to grapple with their grief.
She takes his hand. It's quiet uptown.
Forgiveness.
Although Eliza faces more grief in her life, she doesn't let it get the best of her as she details her accomplishments in Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Your Story.
Oh, can I show you what I'm proudest of?
The orphanage.
I established the first private orphanage in New York City.
However, It's Quiet Uptown's power lies in its simplicity. Most of the numbers in Hamilton rely on wordplay, rhymes, and double meanings, but this is a straightforward reflection on mourning. Number 2, You'll Never Walk Alone, Carousel.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark.
The second musical from greats Rodgers and Hammerstein, Carousel isn't exactly one of their more cheerful outings. Sung towards the end of the musical, You'll Never Walk Alone is sung by Nettie to her cousin Julie, whose love Billy has just died in her arms.
Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, all your dreams be tossed and blown.
The song serves as the second act's emotional peak, and its themes center around hope and resilience. Over the years, numerous covers of You'll Never Walk Alone have emerged, and it's become the anthem for medical heroes during COVID. Theatrical performances of the number often use more simple musical arrangements, which allow the inspirational lyrics to shine through. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Tell Me It's Not True, Blood Brothers, a beautifully resonant exploration of loss and grief. Somewhere That's Green, Little Shop of Horrors, a gentle melody about dreaming of greener pastures that pulls at the heartstrings.
The tract house that we share, somewhere that's green.
I Don't Know How to Love Him, Jesus Christ Superstar, a raw portrayal of vulnerable, unrequited love and the inner turmoil it stirs up.
Should I bring him down? Should I scream and shout? Should I speak of love? Let my feelings out.
Something Wonderful, The King and I, a powerfully moving composition on loving someone for their flaws and profound goodness.
All at once you'll do something wonderful.
The Flesh Failures, Let the Sun Shine In, Hair, a stirring number for anyone who dreams of the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Music of the Night, The Phantom of the Opera.
Night time sharpens, heightens each sensation.
We can all pretty much agree that the plot of The Phantom of the Opera, in which a mysterious masked musician who lurks in the bowels of the Paris Opera House and is obsessed with the beautiful soprano Christine, is just a little creepy.
And listen to the music of the night.
There are multiple hauntingly beautiful songs throughout this musical, including the painful lament Christine sings to her father in Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again.
Wishing you were somehow here again. Wishing you were somehow near.
But the music of the night is definitely the most haunting. The Phantom seduces Christine with this song while also revealing his more sinister intentions.
Let your soul take you where you
The song itself usually begins slowly, backed by only a few instruments, before the rest of the orchestra joins in, ending on an unbelievable crescendo. Which song holds you as tightly as the Phantom holds Christine? Tell us in the comments.
Let the dream be